Imagine you're playing an ultra-realistic, open-world video game. You choose where to go, who to fight, and how to survive. You feel like you are in absolute control of the environment. But what if every level you unlock, every enemy you face, and the exact ending you reach has already been written into the code by the developer? This scenario closely mirrors an ancient philosophical concept known as parapta, or fate. It argues that the reality we navigate every day is operating on a script we didn't write, countering our modern assumption of total control. The ancient texts make a radical claim about human limits. They state that before you even take your first breath, 5 specific variables are locked tightly into your biological hardware. This diagram illustrates those absolute parameters: your total lifespan, your eventual profession, your baseline wealth, your capacity for education, and the exact time of your death. According to this framework, all of these are strictly determined in the womb. Modern science echoes a very similar idea through neurological determinism. Fields like cytology and biology suggest that our brains are heavily pre-wired by genetics and early environment to react in highly predictable ways. If our baseline stats and our final endpoints are already set, the idea that we can freely steer our lives is likely a comforting psychological illusion designed to keep us playing the game. Nature provides a clear look at these hard-coded limits. An owl physically cannot see in the daylight, and a caroll tree does not bloom in spring. These are strict biological boundaries, not moral failings. Thinkers like Swami Vivekananda looked at these natural limits and refined how we understand fate. It isn't a mysterious curse from the sky. Following this logic, philosophers like Lokmanya Tilak concluded that our current circumstances are simply the strict mathematical fruit of past actions. This chart maps a continuous causality loop, karma. Every past cause generates an effect, immediately becoming the starting line for the next action. As it spins faster, you realize if today's choices are dictated by yesterday, you lack independent agency. Without an intervention, this cause and effect loop reduces a human being to a reactionary cog in a cosmic, deterministic machine. To escape absolute fatalism, we can look to a framework popularized by the modern philosopher Dr. S. Radhakrishnan. He describes human life like a card game. The hand you're dealt is your absolute, unchangeable fate. You cannot swap them. But free will exists in your strategy. Which card you throw against shifting obstacles is up to you. Playing that hand effectively requires a specific psychological tool, nishkam karma, or detached action. This means taking action without a frantic, desperate desire for the end reward. When you act with full awareness, but detach yourself from demanding a specific result, you stop reacting on autopilot. You stop throwing new fuel into the fire of causality, and you break the loop. If wealth and death are strictly fixed, the logical trap is to fall into apathy. Why not just stay in bed all day or commit a crime if the script is already finalized? The ancient texts counter this with the concept of santosh. We often translate this as satisfaction, but it is the active, deliberate dropping of the ego that believes it controls the universe. The mythological chatak bird provides a precise case study for balancing fate and agency. It survives only by drinking raindrops directly from the sky. When the sky is dry, the bird accepts its harsh reality. It doesn't waste physical energy or mental bandwidth blaming the clouds when the rain fails to fall. Despite having absolutely no control over the weather, it still tilts its head back and exerts total effort in opening its beak. You maintain absolute mental detachment from the universe's master script, while simultaneously taking fearless, relentless action within your own defined limits. True destiny means accepting the exact hand you have been dealt, and then playing it with unyielding conviction.